विश्वं विष्णुर्वषट्कार भूतभव्य भवत्प्रभुः भूतकृद्भूतभृद्भाव भूतात्मभूतभावनः. Very good afternoon to everybody. This is Srinivas working as a school assistant. My subject is physical science. Today I have come in front all of you to strengthen my voice about the concept of English language. Today I am going to put 5 points in front all of you. These are very important and very interesting points. Each and every point also gives you a chance to think individually. This is my sincere request. Please watch it very carefully. What are those? My first point is mother language. Across the India, whatever the language if you are going to consider, whatever the student if you are going to consider, each and every student also can speak his mother language before he is going to join in his school. No doubt about it, sir. We all felt it in our everyone's life. It is very clear, sir. Here my question is, had the student been given any boon by the God? Definitely not, sir. Why? Because if I had got a chance to live some other state where the language of Telugu was not being spoken, at that moment I didn't get an ability to speak the concept of Telugu language even though it was my mother language. This context states that there was no influence of the God to speaking any one of the mother language. This is my first point, sir. It is very clear. Okay. My second point is multiple languages. We can observe that some of the students can speak 2 to 3 languages besides their mother language. How did they get this ability to speak some other languages without knowing the word of the grammar, sir? Actually, this is my question. Had the word of the grammar known to him that guy very well? Definitely not, sir. But he could speak 2 to 3 languages in addition to the mother language. It is also very clear, sir. Okay. And my third point is getting an ability of speaking. Actually, speaking comes first, sir. Actually, this is my main point, sir. I went to the school to learn, read and write only because of speaking had already known to me very well. It's also very clear, sir. We all felt it in our everyone's life. Here I am going to say, I am going to give you another example also. Let us consider our ex-Prime Minister Sri P.V. Narasimha Rao garu. It was said that 14 languages were being spoken by him. My question is, had he got equal proficiency to read and write in all those 14 languages? Definitely not, sir. I think he could read, he could write only 4 to 5 languages. Remaining all the languages being spoken, but he couldn't write, he couldn't read. This entire context says that there is no need of grammar, there is no need of learning of writing and reading to speak any one of the languages. Whatever the language, if you are going to consider, speaking comes first, sir. Okay. And my fourth point is, could we make a child speak the language, what the language we are going to introduce to the student in our educational institutions? Definitely not, sir. The student could write and could read very well in the concept of English language. He had passed so many exams. He had gotten so many qualifications also. But he couldn't speak the concept of English language so naturally, sir. This is my fourth point, sir. It's also very clear. My fifth point is, what is the main theme? What is the main purpose to introduce any one of the language to any one of the student? The main theme is to make a child speak the language, what the language we are going to introduce. The speaking ability of that language comes very naturally. That's very easy, sir. Speaking, getting an ability of speaking or learning of in speaking of any one of the language is much easier than the learning of reading and writing. It's also very clear, but in our general nature, in our general universe, it is a very contrary. So many persons, they could write, they could read the concept of English language, but they couldn't speak well. Actually, to introduce any one of the language to any one of the student, just 1 week is enough, sir. 7 hours is enough. We could make that student to have an understanding capability of that language. But we couldn't do that one in our education institutions. Here, there is no mistake of any one of the teachers, sir. There is a big mistake in the entire system, sir. That's why I have come in front of all of you to request the government of Andhra Pradesh and government of India. I am going to give you a very, very valuable information about the concept of English language. This is my main theme and main attitude and main aim, sir. Definitely, it will be one of the very, very, very boons, sir. No doubt about it. How the language of English had been written, how we have to introduce the concept of English language. It is very, very important, sir. इस भाषा कैसे लिखा गया था, इस भाषा कैसे परिचय करना है, कैसे इस भाषा में बोलने की समर्थता कैसे पाना है. मुझे हिंदी अच्छी तरह से मालूम नहीं है, लेकिन मैं सभी लोगों को इस विषय के बारे में हिंदी में बोलने की मैं प्रयास कर रहा हूँ. इस विषय में कोई गलत है तो मुझे माफ़ कीजिए, बट मुझे एक मौका दीजिए. डेफिनेटली इट्स a very very wonderful information, సార్. ఎవరు అవునన్నా కాదన్నా ఇది నిజం, సార్. చదువుకున్నటువంటి ప్రతి వ్యక్తి ఏ భాష అయితే నేర్చుకోగలుగుతున్నాడో ఆ భాషలో ఖచ్చితంగా మాట్లాడగలగడమే ముందు రావాలి. అది ఖచ్చితంగా జరిగి తీరాలి. ఇట్ ఈజ్ మై మెయిన్ మోటో, సార్. బట్ ఇన్ ద కాంటెక్స్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఇంగ్లీష్ లాంగ్వేజ్ it was not being done properly. Okay, so you can understand what the intensity I have, what the intention I have, what the attitude I have. Please excuse me if I have said any wrong notation about any one of the persons, but please give me an opportunity. This is a very, very valuable information, sir. No one can imagine what the information I am going to give, what the informative information I am going to give to the entire society, sir. ఇక్కడ చాలామంది నా యొక్క క్లాస్మేట్స్ కానీ, నా యొక్క కొలీగ్స్ కానీ, నా యొక్క ఫ్రెండ్స్ కానీ, నా యొక్క బంధువులు కానీ ఏ ఒక్కరూ కూడా నా యొక్క ఛానల్లో నేను చెప్పినటువంటి దాన్ని ఎవరు కూడా లైక్ చేయట్లా, ఎవరు కూడా సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయట్లా, ఎవరు కూడా షేర్ చేయట్లా, అదేవిధంగా ఎవరు కూడా కామెంట్ కూడా పెట్టట్లా. కానీ వాళ్ళు చేస్తున్న కామెంట్ ఏంటని అంటే గవర్నమెంట్ నీకు ఎందుకు ఆప్షన్ ఇస్తుంది అని. వై? బికాజ్ ఐఎమ్ ఆల్సో అన్ ఇండియన్, సార్. ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు గివ్ యూ వెరీ వెరీ వాల్యుబుల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్, సార్. ఫర్ ద లాస్ట్ 43 years I have been thinking about this particular concept besides my education. For the last 5 years I have been trying sincerely to get an opportunity to tell this information to the entire society, sir. Last December 4th, 2023, I had uploaded my first video in YouTube, sir. This is 2025. I have been waiting for an offer, sir. Please try to understand. Okay? Don't misunderstand me. And at the same time, don't underestimate me. I am going to give you very valuable information, sir. विश्वं विष्णुर्वषट्कार भूत भव्य भवत्प्रभु भूतकृद्भूत भृद्भाव भूतात्म भूत भावनः भूतात्म परमात्म च मुक्तानां परमांगति अव्य पुरुष साक्षी क्षेत्रज्ञो क्षर एव च योगो योग विधाम नेता प्रधान पुरुषेश्वरः नारसिंह वपु श्रीमान केशव पुरुषोत्तमः. In this way, if I am going to say all the Vishnu Sahasranamas without watching the book, does it mean all the Vishnu Sahasranamas have known to me very well? No, sir. I am not perfect in Vishnu Sahasranamas. Because of this happened due to the repeated action. So whatever the content if you are going to consider, if you are going to repeat and repeat and repeat, automatically it will come, sir. But what about our English language, sir? Years together, millions of the students have been studying this language, but only few of them can speak this language. Definitely, there was a big mistake, sir. I am going to clear this mistake, and I am going to request each and everyone, please give me an option to explain this content in front of the public through any one of the channel on behalf of the government of Andhra Pradesh and government of India. I could make the government receive some crores of the rupees from the world, sir, not only from our country. This is my main theme, sir. This is my main aim. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ నేను ఏదో చెప్తున్నానని చెప్పి మాత్రం అనుకోకండి, సార్. దిస్ ఈజ్ ఏ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్. దిస్ ఈజ్ మై సిన్సియర్ ఎఫర్ట్స్. నేనేదో అహంకారంతోనో పొగరతోనో లేకపోతే అహంభావంతోనో చెప్తున్నానని చెప్పి ఏ ఒక్కరు అనుకోకండి, సార్. ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి కూడా శిరస్సు వంచి నమస్కరిస్తూ విద్య మీద అభిమానము గౌరవం ఉండేటువంటి ప్రతి ఒక్క వ్యక్తికి కూడా ఈ యొక్క నమస్కారాలు చెందే విధంగా నేను నమస్కరిస్తూ అడుగుతున్నాను, సార్. ప్లీజ్ గివ్ మీ వన్ ఆప్షన్. ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు గివ్ ఏ వెరీ 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 ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. No one can imagine what the information I am going to give to entire society. Okay, thank you to all of you.